Beautiful lovely gamers, my name is Jonal. Today we are coaching and breaking down a gold Genji player on Hollywood. This is actually a very like the core and bottom end of what a gold player looks like. So if you ever want to get into coaching, this is how you kind of can quickly break down a gold player's coaching. Also, this will help really anybody in any rank, because this is a mistake that is done, all the way from mid, high, diamond, and downwards, and so on. These are very basic mistakes. So of course, a like on the video really does help out against YouTube's abusive algorithm. If you guys are interested in getting yourself coached on YouTube or in general get some feedback, our Discord server is linked down in the description down below. You can drop a VOD there. Of course, help people yourself. So drop a VOD, but also take a look at other people's VOD, give some pointers, and try something. It will help you improve as a player and also improve yourself as a coach. And in general, nice to do. So we build a community that can help each other out. And I will try to get to some of them and hopefully make some YouTube videos out of it. If you want to hire me as a private coach for a more in-depth 2-hour session, it's 40 euros for the 2-hour session, as long as you order before the 19th of December. After that, it's back to the normal 50 euros for a 2-hour session. So this is a 20% discount right now. Hit me up on our Discord server. Just send me a DM. I will send you a form to fill out, and we can start working and helping you rank up, improve, get better at the game. Doesn't matter if you're bronze or top 100, if you play for a team or not, or what heroes you play, what console, nothing of that matters. Of course, drop a comment down below so I know what heroes you guys would like to see in future coaching video. Do you want to see Tracers, Ryan, Hogs, Anas, Genjis, more Hanzos? What do you want to see in future? So when I'm looking at the Discord server and I'm looking at other people's VOD, I know what to request, I know what to kind of look at and what you guys are interested in the most. It also helps against YouTube's abusive algorithm. And subscribe with bell notification, because, well, why wouldn't YouTube notify anybody about my videos? That would be very nice, and of course, therefore, they're not doing it. So, without further ado, let's really begin. We are taking a look at a couple of things. We can't go into details about a lot of them, so we are taking a look at the most important stuff for him, which is the positioning, both the overall positioning and the specific positioning of the hero that he's playing, his ability management, that is a really ugly B. There we go. That's, holy shit, I can't write today. We're taking a look, a little bit probably, we're going to mention about his activity, how active he is in the map, right, his APM, stuff like that. We're also going to probably mention maybe a little bit about his aim, but that's stuff that's, starting to, we'll see how much we get to, but the most important thing is the top three. His positioning, his ability management, and his activeness on the map, his APM, stuff like that. That's the very first thing that we'll be taking a look at. I think that the easiest way to start this is really just to start the bot itself. So let's do that. Okay, so let me see. I'm just going to jump back to the starting point. This is him playing Hanzo. Bam, he's going to die. Oh, okay. So right about here. Okay, so what is going on with this team conversations right now? I'll let his team respawn to see if there's any swaps, because I don't remember if there's any swaps. That's an Ana, that's it, and what does he go? Okay, so this is the team conversation that we're playing for. Now again, looking at, especially low elos, but also in high elos, looking at, what the team has, as soon as you're not, starting to hit like higher elos of masters, it's not that important to look at the team, because your team won't be playing we have a Winston here, so we would ideally think, okay, he's gonna take high grounds and zone out the main group and look up, and then, I as a Genji player will set up my dives within the 50-meter range. That won't happen in gold. We all know that. So instead, let's look a little bit about the enemy team. So what does the enemy team have, and how can we fuck up for the enemy team? Because that's how you carry in low elos. It's not that much about, synergizing with my team. It's more at, this is my team. My team is going to be able to deal this amount of damage, probably, draw this amount of attention to them, probably, have this amount of healing, probably. And that's nice to know, but outside of that, it's more like, okay, how can I fuck up the enemy team? How can I abuse these guys so I can carry my team? Because if I can just kill these guys fast enough, it doesn't matter if I have bad teammates. That's like the easy way to look at ranked gameplay, especially in low elos. So, they have a Reinhardt. It should immediately highlight yourself as Genji. Very low for mobility for high ground control, and if we look at how Hollywood second point is built, there's a lot of high ground control in form of, the high grounds over here on the house and around the houses, right? All of the kind of, whatever these guys are called. Somebody in the comment section tell me, what's this called again? Whatever, this high ground fence thing, I forgot what it's called. Whatever, there's a bunch of roofs, there's a bunch of different high ground that can create angles. The Ryan shield can't do shit about it. So that's a very, okay, so we can farm Blade of the Reinhardt by playing high ground, so shooting past the shield, right, if that's his shield. We can shoot past the shield, directly down on him and deal a, pretty significant good damage. We can most likely also help killing him if our team is on him. We have a Winston, he can shoot past the shield. We have a Sigma, okay, maybe he can push a little bit aggressively. The Ryan is actually quite weak. He doesn't have like a Zarya to bubble him. He doesn't have, you know, a D.Va to matrix around him, so it's fairly weak. The Hog is, of course, the second thing that we should look at. Okay, that's the second tank. Hook is really the only thing that's scary about this. And that's it. So, free will charge essentially for Dragonblade. Outside of that, who can we actually kill? A Dark Bastion, which is playing Ana. We can kill the Ana fairly easy, especially if he waits nades. So that's a very easy target to look for. So right now we have two easy targets that we can pull. We can pull the Ryan from high ground and the Ana. Those are very easy targets. We can farm Blade on the Hog. The Genji we can try to 1v1 if we feel, you know, comfortable and good enough. We can hopefully deny some of this. Look for, you know, common mistakes on the Genji, such as wasting dash, being out of position. We can at least challenge him on high grounds and see how it goes. Outside of that, Mercy is, you know, she's a target that we can probably kill, but dependent, right? She takes a lot of time, she can glide a lot away, but she's still on there. She's just like, okay, I can kill her with my blade and I can do some stuff. And Mei is like, again, one of those heroes, kind of like Mercy, where you're like, if the opportunity arises that she's in out of position or she's somehow easy to kill, my team is skanking up on her, she doesn't have Ice Cube, I can probably kill her, but it's not something that you will actively spend resources on looking for because it can take a long time to killing them. So now we can have like our targets down. Okay, we can play high ground. They don't really have much for high ground control. They're a pretty strong main group, but we can farm that from different angles and play it slow. And they don't really have anything to shut down the Dragon Blades. So farm Dragon Blades and win these fights. That's fairly easy to do. Now let's talk a little bit about the position. You should immediately start noting as he walks out of the spawn here. You can immediately start seeing that his positioning isn't the best. Like right about now, you should start noticing that this is really poor positioning. Right? And why is this poor positioning? Because what is he doing? He is just standing in the middle with no cover. He's playing it with, he's just playing around here with absolutely no cover, which is really bad. This does that again. If he's playing here and he has no cover, what happens if a Hog was, okay, the Hog was up here, which is even worse because that's a different angle, right? And you can even see that the Hog tosses a hook. This Hog tosses a hook like a couple seconds ago. Right, which luckily flies past him. He wastes his deflect. Ba-bam, ba-bam. That's the Hog. If this Hog have, you know, just beyond average hook accuracy, he will hook this Genji, immediately kill it, and now you're dead. Right? And there's nothing you can do about it. Like, the only thing you can do is to force yourself to dash out, which you don't want to. Right? How can we play that differently? So what you want to do, you would never want to half-ass positioning. You're always, in Overwatch, you want to try to play from cover to cover. This is even more important for a Genji player, because as a Genji player, we can always climb, right? So if I'm, you know, even if I'm, you know, close to this wall right here, if I get pushed, you know, at least I can, you know, climb like that. So if I don't have deflect, I can at least climb like this, right? And hopefully maybe dodge something, get some altitude, whatever, right? For example, this, right, is a very common thing to do, right? That, on people. So always play with cover for out of the spawn gates, and you can notice this when people know how to play with and without cover. Out of the spawn gate, if you run like this, and boom, I immediately peeked this high ground, there, over there, over here, right? I peeked every single angle, and if I get shot at now, nothing I can do. If a McCree high Numen's right in front of me here, ignore that the taxi is here. If a McCree high Numen's right there, I'm dead, right? Nothing I can do about it. Instead, run like this. You run here, you go here, and then you go here. And now I have these crates here. So whatever I'm getting peeked for, I can just immediately hide. And now I have some form of cover. And now I can start, again, if I want to peek main, like this, if I want to peek there, I just do this. And then I can hide again, right? And I can start climbing. And this gives me the option of I'm choosing where and who I'm fighting. If the Hog is up here, and the enemy team is there, I can choose not to fight the enemy team and only fight the Hog. If I want to fight the enemy team and not the Hog, I can rotate to Dumpster and I can start shooting at the enemy team, right? And now I can start playing, right? This is very important. It's very fundamental, but it's very important. The same goal. Where's my next spot? Ignore the car is here. Where's my next spot? When I'm here, somebody please tell me. I'm gonna push main. If I want to push main right now, where's my next spot? Okay. Done the answer? Great. It's here, right? Play top of cafe. Notice where I landed. I landed here. I didn't land here. I landed here. I land on the edge. Because again, also half-assing positioning. Again, like, if you are scared of something under there, then sure, then you have to go in here, right? So if you're hiding for something down there, then yes, you have to play deeper inside. But if you don't have to do that, then playing close to the edge allows you that, for example, if I get pushed through stairs, I can immediately drop. If I get pushed, if somebody climbs up on the high ground like there Genji, I can immediately drop if I don't want to be here anymore. Instead of being here and me having to run for a very long time. There's no need for me to run out in the open if there's nothing I'm committing to. There's no reason for me to do that when I can just play close to a wall and rather choose to fight. And if I all of a sudden doesn't want to fight this anymore, I can just pull out, right? It gives me the option of pulling out. It gives me the chance to, I choose who I'm fighting. They don't choose. On top of that, right now, he want to claim space. That's what he want to do. You can see how far up the enemy team is. All they want to do is claim space. So what he want to do, they have their main group here. They have their, where's the Roadhog symbol? They have their Roadhog over here, right? And this guy's playing Genji. So if he plays top here, he's relatively safe and he has claimed space. He's essentially saying that, okay, I am within, and this is the important thing with Genji, I'm within my 15-meter range of as many enemies as possible. 15 meters is, of course, Genji's dash range. A super easy way of knowing if you're in a good position is to ask yourself this. Where's the enemy team going to be? Where's my team going to be? And where is the fight going to happen? You constantly want to repeat yourself. So the enemy team is like here. There's a couple of people over there, right? My team, so the enemy team will be like in this area, approximately. The main group, the main part of the enemy team will be here, right? In this choke point. Let's say this, right? My team will be pushing through spawn out there. And the fight will happen somewhere in this area. I'll actually make that blue just to make it even clearer, or green, I suppose. This will be the first fight, and if we start pushing the back, then the second fight will probably be somewhere here, right? 1, 2. Okay? So now as a Genji, you would know, okay, I need to be within 50 meters of the first fight and the second fight. 50 meters of the first fight? Well, this high ground right here, they can't really push me up that high ground. Of course, they can run through here, but then I just back off, right? That's fine. Then they can have people up here, and I can start, you know, climbing up and down, up and down. People here will have problem healing them, so that's fine. That's fine for me. If they want to play that high ground, then I can, you know, trade and whatnot. If I play here, I have access to their entire backline. So if they have, you know, whatever their backline is made of, this is just a token for their backline. The Rise continues pushing out. The backline has to push here. Now I can choose to either attack the backline, or I can choose shooting past the shield of the front line. The Ryan will be shielding and looking that way. He will not be looking up at me, and if he does, then my team will shoot him. So I can decide to farm off the Ryan, farm off the Zenyatta or the backline, or I can start farming off the Hog that's on the side. So at this point, I have the option. If somebody gets low here, if this Sen gets low, I can kill him immediately, right? If I have my tank line, this is not a Ryan, this is whatever. If your tank line is here, and you're playing behind them here, and this Ryan pushes forward, and he backs, you back, and this Sen is safe. If, again, you play the same scenario, and you're this high ground, right? Again, this Ryan pushes, your Ryan back, and you can punish this Ryan when he is advancing. You can punish him, or you can punish the backline, or you can farm on the Hog, right? And now you have the option. If somebody gets low, if somebody wastes an ability, if someone out of position, right? If you see the Ana standing completely still here, hard scoping onto the Ryan, and you saw her burn her nade, right? You know, okay, cool, I can just ding her, dash her, kill her, right? If you see people getting hit by, if you see the Ana getting hit by, you know, you saw the Ana burn a nade onto the Hog, or throwing it towards your team, and you see her getting hit by your Ryan's Fire Strike, so you know she's half health. You see the Mercy, you know, dangling up top, healing this Hog. You can dash, kill this guy, and get back, right? You have the option, and you also have the overview of the fights. So you can respond to everything, you can take every opportunity, and again, they are pushing your team. They're pushing all the resources on these 5 other players that is over here. They're not paying that much attention to you. So you can start farming of them, building a Dragon Blade, you can start, you know, looking for kills, capitalizing. That's what you want to do as a Genji player, and you always want to use cover because you don't want to end a situation like this where you have no deflects, the Hog can peek you and just immediately kill you. She can start shooting at you, immediately kill you, right? Or the Ana can scope, start shooting at you, immediately kill you. All of these players can just kill you, and there's nothing you can do about it without dashing away. And if you're playing somebody that is not Genji, like a Kree, you're dead here. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't punish this Ana. She has a shield. You can't punish him. He's 600 health and he's healed. You can't punish the Mei. She can Ice Cube, right? None of these you can punish, but they can punish you, and you can't leave this fight. You are committed to this because your positioning is bad. Use cover and high grounds all the fucking time. Now the enemy team is really bad and doesn't do shit, right? Like this Hog, for example, should just hook you, right? And the fact that our Genji player is not thinking, I can either shoot the shield or I can shoot this. There are a couple, it is really bad. There's like 3 priorities that you always want to do. It's super easy. Number 1 is always, you know, get a kill. So if you can get a kill, right? So if this guy has this amount of health and this guy has full health, right? Then you know, oh, okay, I'm going to kill this guy. Because you always look for kills first. And you always want to be able to capitalize on kill. That's why being within 50 meters as a Genji player is important, because that's your dash range, and that's 80 damage with a 50 from a dash, 30 from a melee. You can easily punish, right? So first off, always look for a kill. Second is always deal damage, right? So if you can't get a kill, or while you're kind of searching for a kill, you try to deal as much damage as possible. That means health. That means shooting this guy, because you want ult charge, and it also gives pressure. By dealing damage, you're forcing people to heal them. So you're telling their healers to pocket him. Also, of course, the more damage you deal, the easier it would be to get kills. You can force out abilities by damage, right? For example, force the Ana to burn nade, force him to burn his, take a breather, force the mage to ice cube, right? So dealing damage is the second most important thing. And if you can't get a kill and you can't deal damage, health, then you can break the shield, right? Shield break is not that important. Shield break is important in the game, but it's more important to directly shoot them and take health away from them and build up your ultimates. That's more important than breaking their shield in most scenarios. So let's play this off. Ba-bam, you're doing some damage here. Your Winston dives, and you jump into the Reinhardt. Just head first. Right? Wasting deflect again. When do we burn deflect? We burn deflect to block something that is important. That's a rule of deflect. Meaning, Roadhog's hook. An Ana sleep dart, if you think she's gonna hit you. Like Reinhardt's fire strike, because, you can trade a bunch of ult shots for it, right? That is important stuff. Right? Important stuff is not on purposely jumping into the Ryan to block a hammer strike that you could avoid by playing the high ground where he couldn't hit you at all. Then you dash. When do we dash in Overwatch? We have two rules for Swift Strike. Rule number 1, rule number 2. Rule number 1 is that we dash if we're 90% sure we can get a kill. Rule number 2 is we dash to escape, or position as I like to call it, but that does not mean we dash to high ground or we are late to a team fight, so we dash to the team. At that point you can just walk to them. But if you, for example, again, are on a high ground and you're getting pushed by something and you need to escape, then you can dash back to your team, right? That's fine. That's how Genji players can play so aggressively on high ground, by having Swift Strike. You couldn't get a kill here, and you couldn't, right? Meaning, for example, if somebody gets low now, and you need to punish them, for example, this Ana, if you had your dash here for the Ana, then you could have bursted, 80 health easily, immediately, right? And you can see that the Ana's health is super low. Would be nice to have a consistent 50 damage right now that you could just pop into her, right? Even if you add 50 health here, she's 3 bars, so she should be easily killed by you just focusing her. Whatever. The fight is lost. If the fight is lost like this, then you can think about just start farming on the tanks, right? Again, the win condition of a Genji is like, oh, I'm looking for kills. If I can't get kills, if my team, is bad or the enemy team is just playing really good or whatever, I'm building Dragon Blade. Right? That's the two kind of like rules for Genji, or like the win conditions. Either I get kills, or I'm looking for Dragon Blade. Here you pop the effect for no real reason, so you lower your damage, and you dash into the enemy team, and now you don't have dash, and, well, again, what are you going to do now? You're in their enemy team, they're getting pocketed, they can all focus you, there's no reason they shouldn't focus you. You burn dash, so if anybody gets low now, you cannot punish them anymore. Again, an easier way of playing this is, okay, cool, there's a Ryan in main, I'm going to climb up here, I'm going to start shooting. Now, of course, there's a door that's locked here, I'm just going to climb over it, right? I'm here, right, I'm dealing damage, right, I can go here and I can start playing. I can start either, there are people down here, so I can say, okay, cool, I can start playing, these angles right here, right, kind of trying to dodge LOS, I can even land here, start shooting this Ryan, I'm not fighting the supports, I'm not fighting the squishies, I'm helping my team, which, by the way, you see your team. Who's your team attacking? You don't need to call targets and rank. If you see who they're attacking, who's the one guy that's isolated through a bubble? It's the Ryan. Start walking in, out of his hammer range, and start clicking on him. Right? Bum ba-dum ba-dum. You do get the Ryan kill. Ba-bum ba-dum. Where's the dash there? Right, and also, again, if you're gonna dash somebody, please, again, just double jump. If there's a guy there on the spray, if I want to kill him, dash on him, look at his feet, and dash on the feet. Right, so you're on him. Don't dash like this, and now I'm still out of my range, right? It didn't give me anything. If I'm here, I'm in my right-click range. And in my melee range. Wasted dash again. Didn't hit the guy you were going to hit. Here you need to slow down your shots, right? You can see this. Now you're just kind of spamming, right? So slow down your shots. On top of that, you can also even... You slow down your shots. I think that's I don't want to go too complex on how to do aiming. Just slow down your shots. Okay? Take your time to please aim. Okay? You can't shoot at maximum fire speed. Never hold the button. Just click each individual time. Like here. Here you know that you're going to hit him. So you're going to. Running straight after a Roadhog in close quarters might not be the smartest thing to do. Right? There are other ways to chase him. You don't have abilities. If he turns around and starts shooting at you, you die immediately. You're a Dragon Blade. He's also not that important right now. Yes, the kill is important, but you can play this in so many different ways. He wanna, okay, whatever, you know, you're chasing this Roadhog. The Roadhog is there, right? You can start, okay, the Roadhog is there. I can start killing people in main, and then I can, you know, climb up here, and now I can be with the Hog, right? This did that I still had the chance. Maybe something is happening here. Maybe I can kill whoever's left in main with my team. The Roadhog takes a long time to kill. He's a very slow kill. Maybe there's someone that's like an easy kill in here, right? First priority is getting a kill. That means the easiest kill on the map, right? This Roadhog with your Moira is not very easy to kill, right? He takes a long time to do. Right, he kills your Moira, and then in the end you guys get him, which is fine. You waste the flag once more. You dash here. Was there any reason to dash here? No. Could you just have walked up to any high ground? Yes. Why did you dash? Again, if somebody gets low now, you can't do anything. Remember that dash is 50 for the strike, plus 30 from the melee, meaning 80 health. Meaning that is our engage rule. If you land a shuriken, which is 28 damage, you deal 108 damage on your engage. Meaning, essentially, every time you don't have this, every time you don't have dash, the enemy target that you want to kill has 108 health more than he normally would have. 108 health, plus you can't close the gap. Meaning, the guy is practically unkillable. Saying that you want to start the fight against the Ana with double health is the same thing when you don't have Swift Strike. Why you didn't dash this Ana? This is like the perfect, you know, okay, so you're kind of on the angle. There's a Ryan up there alone, right? You can see this Ana. You can even see people kind of targeting this Ana. There's nobody really pocketing her. I'm not sure who that is. That might be the Mercy. I'm not sure because of the resolution. But whatever. There's somebody over here, but that's super far away. Okay? Just dash this Ana. You just know that you have people behind you. You know you have a Sigma behind you. You know you have a Pharah behind you. Because they just killed the Mei. And you also were with them in the fight. Just dash this guy. Remove 80, you know, half his health. Let him nade. And kill him with the team. It's that simple. Just kill this guy. You can now see that he's not. This is like what good positioning should tell you. Do you see that there's nobody around him, Diana? So just kill him. Instead, you dash to high ground for no real reason. Ryan pins. Ba-bam. Again, slow down your shots. These are easy shots. Please land them. It's not difficult to land these shots. Just stand still right now. Where's he going? He's going here. Put your crosser there. Stand still. Maybe do a little bit of jiggling if you don't want to stand still. In gold, you can stand still. You should of course learn to strafe, whatever. But again, it's not very difficult to do this. Right, just keep it at the same spot. Notice I'm not moving my mouse right now. I'm not moving my mouse. This is not me moving my mouse. This is me just crouch spamming and AD-ADing and WW, right? That's the only thing I'm doing here. Right, and then you can start, you know, doing a little bit of compensation and so on. An easy way to train stuff like that is to put your crosshair on the corner. I'm just gonna find a random corner. I'm really bad at this. Strafe left, strafe right. Try to keep it on the corner as much as possible. This is like a super easy way to learn control over your crosshair, okay? Strafe left, strafe right, then you can start, you know, jiggle peeking, like doing this, right? And you want to try to keep it directly on the corner as much as possible. It's a really good way to just practice your basic tracking. He pins, you farm, you have blade now, ba-bam, okay. Again, who was the target here? Who was the target? Who's the easiest kill now? Is it the Ryan? Is it the guy under? Is it these guys who's really difficult to hit? Most likely not. If this fight is lost, then you should think about maybe getting out. Okay, can you easily kill this Mercer? Okay, you're gonna blade, that's fine. I actually forgot that he was gonna blade here. Whatever, you blade, you get a couple of kills, that's actually fine. I actually didn't know that you were gonna blade. If you were gonna blade, then sure. But just remember to please keep your targets. Now you don't have the flag, so now you need to get out, right? And again, now you're running in the middle. As soon as you are playing dumpster, that's fine. Like you have cover here, you can climb, you have some verticality. They have to run around, you can just jump over. Super easy. At that point, you should think, okay, I need to back off either to the left and climb up, or I need to back off to jail and climb up. Both of those are safe. Both of those are high ground. And immediately you're out of LOS and you're broken the fight with the hog, right? But me, just bam, I'm gonna, you know, I'm playing here, right? The hog wanna hook, I deflect, right? Whatever. And then I back off. I climb here. Boom, boom. Now I climb here. Bam. What's the hog gonna do about it? Nothing, right? And now I can start bullying the hog because he's down there and there's nothing he can do about me standing up here shooting at him. Okay? It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Bam, you killed the Genji. That's great. Please take the high ground now. You don't take the high ground, you're running straight into choke. That's really good. See, this is what a good position would be. The only problem is that if this guy hooked you now, you would die, and this would be awful vain. So if you'd been up here, you could have done the exact same thing without committing. So you could then choose to commit when you wanted to, okay? You saw the Anna burn her nade, but that's great, she dies. Okay, there's a hog on the right, there's a Ryan here, there's a Mercy there. Can you kill the Mercy? Well, you don't have dash, so most likely not. Can you build this hog and farm? Yes. If you're on this high ground, again, then you would have the option to choose stuff now, right? So whatever, you fight here, ba-bam, you kill the Anna, great. And then immediately you climb here. And now, you can start either shooting here, shooting down the Ryan. What's the Ryan trying to do? He's trying to push out here, so his shield is there. And if you want to angle his shield up towards you, your team can shoot him. And you can just say, okay, I'm going to go and farm up your hog. So I'm going to just like jump here, come back, and the Ryan, again, the Ryan will be, blocking you. You leave, go and shoot the hog once, and what has the Ryan done? Is the Ryan still hard scoping up here? No. Oh, the Genji left. So I'm going to start looking this way, right? Like normal people do. And then you just come back and you start shooting him, and he looks up at you, and you go back and you start farming on the hog, or stopping the Mercy from coming out of the spawn doors, right? And continue farming on the Rhine, stopping the Mercy. Now you have control. You can now choose who you're fighting all the time. You can choose who you're fighting. You can choose the engagement. Am I stopping the supports and the squishies from leaving the spawn door? Am I farming on the hog, or am I bullying the Rhine? Right? The enemy team is split into 1, 2, 3 parts, a hog, a Rhine, and the doors with supports. And there's only one support, there's only one Mercy. And she needs to go out to heal the Rhine, but you are here blocking these doors. And if she doesn't want to, then you're gonna farm on the Rhine. And if the Rhine puts too much attention on you, then you're gonna farm on the hog. Right? Or bully the Mercy. Either one you have to do, right? And then this is very difficult. What do the enemy team do at this point? At this point, they need to know who is supposed to deal with you or not. And right now, there's nobody really that can deal with you outside of their Genji, which can maybe climb up on the high ground to do something. You're gonna run in here. You're gonna get frozen by the Mei. You don't have dash, and you die. Right? All of this would have been avoided with good positioning and good ability management. You wasted, again, like sometimes, you try to commit to a kill. Your team carries the shit out of you. Holy fuck. Sometimes, you overcommit to a kill and you dash when you shouldn't have, and that's fine. Like, sometimes, you dash something, and again, the importance is that sometimes you waste a dash because you dash something and it died when you dashed it. That's completely okay. Okay? What's not okay is dashing something when you don't think you're able to kill it, or when there's no chance of us killing it, right? As long as you're 90% sure, as long as you think that you can kill it, if you undercalculate, well, that is, in theory, a mistake, you still did the one right thing, and that is that you committed. The same with this. This is like the dumbest thing in Overwatch. Okay, you are at the corner. Is the difference between you killing this Moira, is that you walking those additional, 2 feet or whatever you use in the US, those couple of, those 3 meters, is that the difference between you killing this Moira and not killing that Moira? No, it isn't. So stop leaving your fucking cover. Just play your cover. It's so easy. What is the pathing on this point? Okay, I want you to answer that before as I run in here. What is the pathing on this part of the point for a Genji player? Where is my cover right now? Somebody tell me. Do you have the answer? Can you kind of see the paths? Okay, so these are the paths I can play. I can play here. Where's my next cover? If I want to go down main, where's my next cover? I have 2 options. I can do a short or a long push. So I can either push here to here, and then I can rotate over to here. Notice that, again, whenever I'm exposed, it's normally, if you ever rotate. So, for example, you can go here. Normally, that's one of the covers, right? From here, you can either go from here. If you want to be really aggressive, you go for here, pick up the health pack, reload, right? Go next. And you can either go here, for example, or you can do a long rotation. Across is normally done like if you have, for example, if you have teammates that's pushing up with you, that can kind of take some of the distraction away. Then you rotate here, and now you're here. And again, notice where I landed. I landed here. Now I can peek the door. Right? I don't immediately climb up here and land here, which a lot of people do. And now I'm peeking down there, I'm peeking the ramp, and I'm peeking here at the same time. I land here. Right? I land here. Now I can start, peeking, seeing what's going on at the door. If I don't want to fight the door, I can fight people here on the ramp or in here. Right? And now I have some options. Right? That's where I want to push. What's it called? Alternatively, I can come down through main. I can see that there's people there. I can climb here, go there, go here to here. Then I can play, bam, just run onto this corner here and do this. That's a long rotation straight down main, normally done with my team. If you really don't want to be active and you really want to play this slowly, then you can, of course, rotate through here. But that's, again, now I'm not doing anything during the rotation. At least if I rotate through here, or as I like to do it, from here to here, I can still shoot, right? So I'm still active in the fight. I'm still able to, pay attention to stuff. Rotating through the left side, while it's safer, it also makes you less active, right? And this kills you. And yes, you could jump in here, but you will still have to dash to get out. And you die. And don't want to hear anything about, I'm not getting healed. Because your team was fucking on the point. And again, you can't make your supports compensate for your bad positioning. That's not the job of the supports. You're supposed to play around the supports, and the supports are supposed to try to heal you as much as possible. Wasted deflect once more. If he hadn't hooked there, then you would have needed this to push him. Pushing a hog without deflect is suicide. Because all he needs to do is like hit one ability and then you die immediately. That's why you only block important ability. Right? You saw the unaware nade. You dashed here for no reason. You saw the unaware nade right after. Would be really nice to have it right about now when she doesn't have nade. Right? You have 80 on blade. You can play this. You have a lot of cover here. Right? Where's the cover? He's right on some of it. I DC'd from a custom game fields, Batman. You're right on the cover. This meteor is pretty good cover. Right? You have cover. You have this wall which blocks some of the LOS. Right? So you have this angle. And then you have this angle. Outside that, you're covered. Right? So it's fairly simple to do. Okay? Let's go back to play the game. Here you're farming. At least it's good. Now you're at least farming, farming on the Rhine. You can see how low this Genji is. You can see how little healing he's gotten. Right? You could maybe have killed him if you had dash. Waste deflect once more. Please stop pressing it for no reason, because you also, not just are you wasting your ability so that you can't push, like, so that everybody can kill you because you can't deflect anything. Right, like this, was there anything worth deflecting there? No, Genji Shuriken's not worth deflecting. The second thing is that you're lowering your damage output because you're wasting time holding the deflect, which you're not, and you're not deflecting anything, so you're not dealing any damage. Right now, you have, I would almost be risky enough to blade this, but it's good that you didn't, but like, I would almost be risky enough to blade it. And again, if you had now not respected this Rhine and given this much space, again, you could have played way closer, right? Instead of playing out here, play this close. This Rhine has to run around this corner to get you. You can kite backwards. You can climb back up. You have dash. Your team is here, right? And if you played that closer, you could have assassinated that Anna. So again, play with your cover. This is the cover, but it's safe. Even though the enemy team is close, it's safe, because what the fuck is the Rhine gonna do? He's gonna run after you, then you climb up, you can dash back to your team. You're safe. You have dash. You also had the deflect if you didn't waste it. This Rhine couldn't kill you. They would have to run all of them out, start shooting at you, and then you just dash away, pop the deflect. If you had been there, then you could have killed this Anna. That would be a free peck. Now then they would be down one support. Right there you're actually using some form of cover. That's at least great. Okay, you're going in now. You want a blade. Okay, so again, running straight down main and taking a lot of damage for no good reason is not really smart when you want a blade. You're gonna graviton, you blade. Again, please stop blading in front of the enemy team. Please start dashing up into the air. Why do we dash up into the air? Because it makes it difficult. There's a lot of reasons. One of them is it makes it very difficult for them to CC or deal with us while we're pulling the blade. Right now you can't deflect or anything. So as you're pulling the blade, you're very vulnerable. Dashing up into there makes you less vulnerable or less easy for the enemy team to deal with you. You're gonna blade, and you're actually gonna do this, if I remember correctly, fairly okay. You're gonna burn there, you're gonna burn one dash here. And now you gotta ask yourself, I have 1 second left of the blade. The same rules as his strike applies to your Dragon Blade. Can you kill anybody right now? 1 second left. Can you burst him or her in 1 second? You barely have a swing. If you even have, I don't even think you have a swing with the timer left. The answer is no. Should you use it then? No. Should you prepare for continuing the rest of the fight with his stupid? Yes. So please don't dash somebody now. But you still did. And if you dash there, the Moira could have 1v1'd you. This could have 1v1'd you. You would have dashed into the Hog, the Moira, and the Genji, and they could immediately have killed you. Right? So the same rules goes for your Swift Strike, for your Blade, as it goes for your, your normal dashes. You're playing here, you're poking, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Okay, where's your cover now? You can go here, you can play left, but you're not standing in the middle of the fucking road. Ba-bum, ba-bum, please take the high ground. If you're not trying to kill this Genji, please still rotate to the high ground. You can kill this Genji. There we go. Almost had him. Jumping in front of the Rhine once more so that he can be allowed to farm some ult shots of you. That's always nice of you. Right, jumping in front. Again, if this Moira wanted to, she could just hold right click on you and you would never be allowed to push through the choke. So please play your corners and please take your angles. And you're dead. And that's really bad since this is the last fight. Right? So you're not doing anything. That's the issue. You're just running straight at the enemy team, hoping that they don't shoot you. And if they don't shoot you, then maybe you can win or get some picks. Right? You're never in a position where you can capitalize. You always waste your Swift Strike. You always waste your deflect. Okay? And while your aim, should be improved on, it's not your aim that's the issue. Is the positioning, stuff like this as well. It's the difference between you winning and losing this fight that you came, you know, through. This saves you like a second of the clock. Was that the difference between you winning or losing a fight? Or would you rather walk a couple of seconds more and be able to actually do something in this fight and actually dash reset onto people, right? So please stop using it as a lazy excuse. And please stop deflecting in front of random people, hoping that they're dumb and shoot at you. You should only deflect if you know there's something valuable is coming. Okay? Hooks, fire strikes, other kind of stuff. If you know that there's something valuable coming, then you can think about deflecting. Fire strikes are normally super predictable because you can see the animation, you can see it coming very slowly towards you. That's what I need you to start focusing on. So please start using cover as you push. Like 1, 2, 3, to 4, 4 to, for example, across to 5, 5 to 6, playing the doorway here, 6 to 7, right? Now you're pushing from cover to cover to cover to cover to cover. Always pushing from cover to cover to cover to cover to cover. Even when you're leaving the spawn, you should still use, for example, this wall to block this choke so they can't just shoot at you, right? So run close here so that they can't really get LOS on you, right? Please start doing that. Please play around the team. You know, getting crossfire in. Stop playing in the middle of the map. Stop playing like that. Remember the rules for Swift Strike. Remember the rules for deflect. Remember how to set up fights. Where's my team? Where's the enemy team? Where's the fight gonna happen? That way you should know how to be able to reach and react to the enemy team. If you're playing up here and the Ryan is there and his support line is here and this Ryan is pushing forward, you can bully the Ryan, you can bully the support. You have options here. Your team is right here. So if you get fucked, you can always dash back to your team if you need to, right? And then you have options and stop wasting your deflect and know your dash and deflect, because then those opportunities and those like options in your arsenal is on cooldown when you need them. That's all for today. Again, if you want to hire me as a private coach for a more in-depth and more longer session with me, it's 50 euros for a 2-hour session if you order after the 19th. If you order before the 19th of December, it's only 40 euros for a 2-hour session. Hit me up on Discord down below. Like on the video, comment, subscribe, bell notification, all the good stuff. It really does help out the channel a lot. I love you guys very much. Happy holidays. And yeah, as always, keep the enemy in your crosshair.